You know that video game idea you think is so good, you won't tell your friends about it? Well, unfortunately, it'll probably fail. But don't worry, because in this video, I'll tell you why most games fail and how to think of fantastic game ideas. And later in the video, I'll tell you the secret way top developers find trending memes and ideas before anybody else does. There are 5 reasons why most Roblox games fail. First, your game idea is too ambitious. If you've never made a game before, chances are you probably won't be able to remake some of the biggest games on Roblox. I see so many developers try to remake games like Blox Fruits or Brookhaven, thinking it's going to be the next big hit. The truth is, these big games took hundreds of thousands of dollars to develop and took years worth of work from professionals. I know this is obvious, but no one likes to play a worse version of a popular game. So when you're thinking of a game idea, think of something that is small and something you can finish in just a few weeks. You can't learn how to score a goal in soccer until you first know how to kick. So when you're first starting off making a game, do something simple like an obby or a tycoon game, and then once you learn how to keep players engaged and get a few hundred players consistently, you'll be able to start working on your more ambitious ideas because you understand how games work and you have the money to fund them. Second, your game doesn't look fun to play. I always run through something I call the Xbox test. Imagine a kid named Albert playing my game on his Xbox, and imagine that he has 3 or 4 friends around him watching him play. You need to make your game look and feel so fun that Albert's friends won't pull out their phone and scroll through TikTok. A great example of a game that looks fun to play is Fortnite. Whenever I'd watch any of my friends in real life play Fortnite, it always made me want to play because the battles were always so intense and exciting, and the stakes of losing all of your loot was so high. Most games don't have any stakes, and usually there's no way for you to actually lose or die, which makes them pretty boring to watch. A little bonus tip is horror games almost always pass the Xbox test. The third thing is there are no room for stories. When people are playing your game, they naturally want to create a story. You'll notice all the top games on Roblox, like Brookhaven, Bloxburg, Murder Mystery, they all have the room for you to create your own mini story of what's going on. An example would be having the ability to custom build your own Bloxburg house to be whatever you want, pretending to be rich or poor, or be a firefighter in Brookhaven. Your game idea probably forces players down a specific chain of events, which leaves little room for choice, which makes the game boring. Fourth, your game idea is probably too complicated. You probably have a ton of different ideas you want to combine, which makes it hard for you to understand how to make the game properly. If you can't explain what your game is about in 1 or 2 sentences, it's probably too complicated. A few examples would be a game like Fortnite, where you and 100 other players all battle, and the last one standing wins. Or GTA, where you steal cars and drive around the city causing havoc. Or Flappy Bird, where you have a bird that needs to go in between these green tubes. I think you get the point. The final reason why your game idea probably won't work is because it's not clickable. Your title and icon of the game probably aren't unique, and you probably copied what every other game in your genre does. For example, your game title was probably called Noob Fight, Prison Obby, Adventurelands, or House Tycoon. Think of a unique idea for your icon and title that you've never seen before. A few examples of games with great packaging are Rainbow Friends, Please Donate, and Doors. All of those names and icons are really intriguing and makes you curious about what the game is and makes you want to play. I'm now going to tell you the 5 ways I think of great game ideas. The first thing I do is I do something called social arbitrage. I look at trends around me in real life and I see if I can make a game about it. Usually it's sitting right in front of me and I don't even know it. For example, fidget spinners used to be super popular and tons of people started to create games about trading fidget spinners and fidget spinner obbies. The second way I think of great ideas is I go to popular gaming YouTube channels and sort by most popular. Do you see any trends? That makes me wonder, what if I made a roleplay game with really good admin and I gave it to Flamingo?
Dream Island. La 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 la. La 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 la. Did that work? It worked.
Well, this is one of the most underrated ways to think of a game idea, because the idea has already proven to work once, and if you do something similar to that idea, there's a good chance it'll work again. The third way is to go to the App Store and scroll to find popular new games. Usually trending App Store games will also work on Roblox. Another thing you can do is launch Fortnite, then press browse, and then you can see what's trending and popular on Fortnite. And if it's working on Fortnite, again, it'll probably also work on Roblox. The fourth way I think of great ideas is media. I try to find any current popular shows or YouTube videos that are doing well. For example, the show Wednesday was super popular for a while. A lot of people started to make games around it. And I'm not joking when I say this, but if you were to make a game based upon every single new MrBeast upload, you could really easily get thousands of players to play your game. And the fifth way is real life stuff. Is there anything you either love or hate about the real world? If you love school, then make a game where you can roleplay as a student and a teacher. Do you hate the dentist? If so, you can make an obstacle course game where you escape the evil dentist. You'd be surprised on how many big games are simply things people either love or hate. People love natural disasters, and that's why Stickmaster Luke made natural disaster survival. And some people love to go to the hospital and pretend to be hurt, and that's why there's a game called Maple Hospital. And if you ever thought it'd be fun to be a cop in real life and take down criminals, there's a lot of games based on that, like Mad City, Jailbreak, and Emergency Response, which are some of the biggest games on Roblox. And here's a little bonus, recess games. Remember when you were a kid and during school you had recess? Well, believe it or not, those make great game ideas. Have you ever played hide and seek, Simon Says, freeze tag, or the floor is lava? They've all been made into games, and they naturally do well because everyone already knows how to play and what to expect. If you want to learn how I brought my subscribers game from 30 players to 3,000 players with no Robux, watch this video. Thank you for watching.